The day you decide not to quit. Nobody walks into the gym already strong. They walk in unsure, a little uncomfortable, a little self-conscious, wondering if they belong there at all. He remembers his first day clearly. The sound of weights hitting the floor, the mirrors everywhere, the people who looked like they knew exactly what they were doing, and him standing there, pretending he did. He almost left. Not because he couldn't lift, but because he felt small, out of place, behind. But something inside him said, stay. That decision, not the workout, changed everything. At the beginning, progress felt invisible. He would go home sore, tired, questioning whether it was even working. The scale barely moved, the mirror barely changed. And the mind? The mind was loud. Maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you're too late. Maybe you should just stop. But here's what most people don't understand. Fitness isn't about the mirror at first. It's about identity. The first real change doesn't happen in your body. It happens when you show up again and again and again. He started small, learning form, lifting light, focusing on doing things correctly instead of impressively. There were no dramatic transformations, no viral moments, just quiet repetition. Weeks passed, then months. Some days felt strong, others felt heavy. There were mornings when his alarm went off and everything in him wanted to roll back over. Those mornings mattered most, because discipline is built exactly when motivation disappears. He stopped waiting to feel ready. He stopped waiting to feel confident. He trained even when he felt average, especially when he felt average. That's when something shifted. The gym stopped being a place to change his body. It became a place to train his mind. Each rep became proof that he could push through discomfort. Each set became evidence that quitting wasn't automatic anymore. Each drop of sweat was a quiet promise, I'm not going back. Life didn't get easier while he trained. Work stress didn't disappear. Problems didn't pause. Some days he walked into the gym carrying frustration, anxiety, doubt. But the iron didn't judge him. The barbell didn't care about his bad day. It only responded to effort. And effort became therapy. There were setbacks, a small injury that forced him to rest, a plateau that lasted longer than expected, a week where nutrition slipped, a month where progress stalled. That's when most people quit, because when results slow down, excitement fades. But he stayed. He adjusted instead of abandoning the process. He rested when needed. He learned instead of complaining. He understood that progress is rarely linear. Sometimes you move forward, sometimes you hold position. But as long as you don't walk away, you're still in the fight. Slowly, strength built itself into his posture. His shoulders stood taller. His walk changed, not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. Confidence built not from compliments, but from consistency. Friends began to notice changes. You look different. But what they couldn't see was that the biggest change was invisible. He trusted himself more. He no longer needed motivation videos to get started. He no longer needed perfect conditions. He created momentum through action. He learned something powerful. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. And his habits were solid. Training days weren't always intense. Sometimes they were simple, controlled, focused. He stopped chasing exhaustion and started chasing quality. He paid attention to recovery, sleep, nutrition, breathing. Because long-term strength isn't built through chaos, it's built through structure. There were days he failed a lift. The bar didn't move. Frustration hit. Ego whispered to add more weight next time, but maturity answered differently. It said, grow slowly. He stopped competing with others in the gym. He stopped comparing progress on social media. He understood that comparison steals energy that could be used for growth. Instead, he competed with yesterday's version of himself. And some days, winning meant simply showing up. Months turned into years. The body changed. Muscle built gradually. Fat dropped slowly. Endurance improved. But the most impressive transformation was internal. He was calmer, more disciplined, less reactive, stronger under pressure. The gym taught him patience. It taught him that nothing meaningful happens instantly. It taught him that shortcuts usually lead backwards. There were moments of temptation, skipping sessions, relaxing discipline, easing standards. But every time he thought about quitting, he remembered his first day, the version of himself who almost walked out, and he refused to become that person again. The real victory wasn't a six-pack or bigger arms. It was becoming someone who finishes what they start. He realized something most people overlook. The body you want is built by the person you become. You can't separate the two. If you build discipline, the physique follows. If you build patience, the strength follows. If you build consistency, the results follow. And even now, years later, the process continues. Because fitness isn't a 12-week challenge. It's not a temporary phase. It's not something you do until you look good. It's a standard, a lifestyle, a daily choice. There are still hard days, days when energy is low, days when motivation is silent. But now, those days don't scare him, because he knows the truth. You don't need to feel powerful to act powerful. You act, and power follows. The strongest people in the gym are not always the loudest. They are the ones who stayed through boredom, through plateaus, through discomfort. They are the ones who didn't leave when progress slowed. And that's the lesson. You don't become strong by lifting the heaviest weight once. You become strong by lifting what you can consistently for years. You don't transform because of a single perfect workout. You transform because you refuse to quit on imperfect ones. So if you're at the beginning, feeling unsure, stay. If you're in the middle, feeling stuck, stay. If you're advanced but tired, stay. Because strength isn't a moment, it's a decision you repeat. And one day, without realizing it, you'll look back at the version of yourself who doubted everything, and you'll barely recognize them. Not because you became someone else, but because you finally became who you were capable of being all along.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand. to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you.
You don't wanna fuck with me, don't wanna test your luck with me. Cause if you try to fuck with me, I'll take all your body parts to a fucking graveyard. 6 feet under. I'm ostracized and traumatized by everything I'm not alright. I'm lost inside and anything I